In this opportunity, the class discussed The Catcher in the Rye, but in a very different and in two very different and opposite ways. On one hand, we see that critics consider the novel as one of the most influential ones of American literature because it explores adolescence, loneliness, emotional pain, and also the difficulty of growing up. And the fragment by David Galloway described like Holden that is like a disaffiliated adolescent because whose lost weekend in New York shows a world that feels absurd, fragmented, and funny. And however, it is said in the class that Holden should not be seen as a perfect or completely relatable judge of that world. It is like sensitive, and I see also him as a man that is emotionally disordered. And on the other hand, we can see some schools, we can see some parents that have treated the novel as risky, as it said, or dangerous, which is why, like it is discussed in the class, the liability waiver. So this like polarized view comes from the novel's controversial history and its raw language, the fact that some people have, how I can say it, wrongly, some people have like wrongly connected with the novel because of the with some misunderstood about the violence of some topics. That is why, and however, it is discussed also that the novel does not like promote the violence that I mentioned. It shows like Holden's loneliness and grief, confusion, um, and also his mental breakdown. So the problem, I believe, it is more like some readers are confused about Holden's pain and confuse this topic with aggression. Um, as a narrator, like Holden cannot be fully trusted. He tells the story in first person, so we can see everything through his emotions. So his voice creates empathy, but it is also subjective. So it can be feel also unstable. So he often judge others as like funny or says that not always mean uh, he not he not always can show his emotions, and does that not always mean that he's right all the time. So I like this topic that is addressed by Daniela Villegas, and I see it as a person that is really misunderstood and try to connect with the readers and his emotions.